Human beings are fascinating, confusing, emotional, intelligent, unpredictable, and yet very predictable at the same time. We all behave in certain ways without even realizing why we are doing something. We react, we judge, we get angry, we get jealous, we fall in love, we get insecure, we trust people, and sometimes we fool others or get fooled ourselves. The book The Laws of Human Nature by Robert Greene tries to explain one big idea. If you understand how people truly behave on the inside, you will never be shocked, hurt, manipulated, or confused by them. You will become wiser, calmer, and more powerful in your daily life. So today, let's understand this book in a very simple, friendly, smooth audiobook style. No complicated ideas, no technical words, just practical understanding of how people function. And through this, you will also understand yourself better, because the biggest mystery is not others, the biggest mystery is your own mind. Human nature means the basic patterns inside all of us, our emotions, desires, fears, attitudes, and reactions. These patterns do not change easily because they are built over millions of years of evolution. For example, we all react quickly when someone insults us. We all feel jealous when someone else gets something we want. We all crave attention, respect, and love. These reactions are natural. Robert Greene says, instead of denying these feelings or pretending to be perfect, we need to understand them with honesty. Let us start with one of the most important ideas in the book. People are emotional, not logical. We all like to believe that we are rational. We think we take decisions based on logic, planning, and clear thinking. But the truth is, emotions drive almost everything. If someone praises us, we instantly like them. If someone criticizes us, we instantly dislike them. If a new product looks attractive, we want to buy it even if we don't need it. When we vote, when we choose relationships, when we make career decisions, emotions play a huge role. But here is the trick. People hide their emotions behind a mask. The mask looks polite, calm, friendly, mature, responsible, but behind that mask there can be insecurity, jealousy, anger, fear, or selfishness. We all wear masks because society expects us to behave nicely. The book teaches us to look behind the mask not with suspicion but with understanding. When someone is rude, maybe they are stressed. When someone is showing off, maybe they feel insecure. When someone acts too sweet, maybe they want something from you. So instead of taking everything personally, learn to observe gently. Another important lesson is that people are driven by deeper motivations. Many times someone will say one thing but actually mean something else. Someone might pretend to give you advice but actually they want to show they are smarter. Someone might pretend to help you but actually they want a favor later. Someone might pretend to be confident but deep down they are scared you might perform better. When you start seeing these hidden motivations, you stop becoming emotionally blind. Greene tells us that many conflicts happen because we assume others think like us. But every person has a different background, different wounds, different expectations, different fears. If we understand these differences, relationships become smoother. Before reacting, pause and ask yourself, why is this person behaving like this? What might be going on in their mind? This small question increases your wisdom. The book also explains the law of narcissism. This word scares people because we think narcissism means arrogance, but the truth is, every human being is a little narcissistic. Everyone wants attention, everyone wants appreciation, everyone wants to be heard. Narcissism becomes dangerous only when it becomes extreme, when a person only cares about themselves and uses others for selfish goals. Such people act charming in the beginning, but eventually drain your energy. The book teaches us that the best solution is to stay aware. If someone constantly talks about themselves, never accepts mistakes, and becomes angry when not praised, then be careful. Protect your personal boundaries. Another powerful idea is the law of role-playing. Most people behave differently in different situations. At home, we are one version, at the office, another, with friends, another. Society is like a stage and everyone is acting. So instead of believing that people are exactly what they show, understand that they are playing roles to fit in. And you can play roles too, not to manipulate, but to communicate effectively. For example, in a job interview, you act confident even if nervous inside. When solving a conflict, you act calm even if frustrated. This is not fake, this is emotional intelligence. Speaking of emotions, the book spends a lot of time explaining how destructive emotions like anger can harm us. Anger makes people blind. When angry, people make foolish decisions, say harmful words, and destroy relationships that took years to build. Greene says, whenever you feel anger rising, do not act immediately. Let the emotion settle. Distance yourself for a moment. Once the storm passes, your response will be wiser. And when others are angry, don't take their words personally. Many a times, anger is just a mask hiding their fear or pain. Another powerful law is envy. People rarely admit that they are jealous, but jealousy is common and natural. We feel jealous when someone has something we desperately want. Success, popularity, beauty, money, attention, skills, or opportunities. When jealous people create small dramas, give backhanded compliments, spread gossip, or secretly hope for your failure. Understanding this helps you avoid hidden negativity personally. If someone is jealous, keep your achievements low-key around them. Don't provoke their insecurity, because insecure people sometimes attack indirectly. Then there is the law of social influence. Humans are deeply influenced by the crowd around them. Our opinions, beliefs, and behaviors are shaped by what we see repeatedly. If you spend time with negative people, you will absorb negativity. If you spend time with ambitious people, your growth mindset increases. We copy attitudes without realizing it. So choose your environment wisely, because environment is more powerful than willpower. Another law is the law of short-sightedness. People focus on short-term emotions instead of long-term results. They chase temporary comfort instead of lasting benefits. This is why people overspend, overeat, lose patience, fight unnecessarily, or quit too quickly. Greene encourages us to think long-term. Before reacting, think, will this matter after 1 week, 1 month, 1 year? This question can save relationships, careers, and mental peace. We also learn about the law of defensiveness. Human beings get defensive when someone criticizes them. Even gentle feedback feels like a personal attack. The key is to give feedback indirectly. Instead of saying, you are wrong, say, maybe we can try another approach. Instead of saying, you made a mistake, say, let's see how we can improve this. By making the other person feel safe, they listen better. And when someone criticizes you, don't get defensive. Pause, evaluate, and learn. The book also talks about self-sabotage. Many people destroy their own chances without realizing it. They procrastinate, they doubt themselves, they fear failure, they fear success, they compare themselves to others. This inner conflict stops growth. Greene says the solution is awareness. Notice your patterns, understand your fears, build discipline slowly. Think of your future self and act in ways that help that future version of you. One of the most beautiful ideas in the book is understanding people's childhood patterns. A person's behavior today is often shaped by their early experiences. For example, someone who didn't receive love may seek attention constantly. Someone who grew up in fear may become overly controlling. Someone who faced criticism may become too sensitive. Someone who faced rejection may avoid relationships. When you understand this, you stop judging and start empathizing. You realize people are not bad, they are wounded. Another law is the law of aggression. Some people express aggression openly by shouting or fighting. Some express it indirectly by sarcasm, stubbornness, or silence. The book teaches us that passive-aggressive behavior is more common than open aggression. If someone quietly blocks, delays, avoids, or refuses, they might be expressing anger indirectly. Understanding this helps in dealing with colleagues, partners, and family members more effectively. Greene also explains the law of conformity. People follow group behavior to feel safe. Very few people dare to think independently. This is why trends spread. This is why people get influenced by society's expectations. But if you want true success, you must learn to think independently. Ask yourself, do I really want this? Or am I doing this because others expect it? Independent thinking leads to a more authentic life. Another strong lesson is the law of grandiosity. People tend to overestimate their abilities. They believe they are smarter, more talented, and more special than they really are. This creates unrealistic expectations and leads to failure. Greene advises us to be grounded, confident, but humble. Accept your strengths, but also accept your limitations. Improvement becomes easier when you see reality clearly. We also learn about the law of gender rigidity. Society creates labels like men should not cry, women should not be aggressive, men should be strong, women should be gentle. But human nature is more flexible. Every person has both masculine and feminine qualities, strength and softness, logic and intuition. Embracing both makes you balanced and emotionally healthy. One of the most life-changing laws is the law of death denial. Human beings avoid thinking about death, but accepting the truth that life is short gives clarity. It makes you focus on what truly matters. It